Dancer and choreographer Agnes DeMille once said, "To dance is to be out of yourself, larger, more beautiful, more powerful." To be larger, more beautiful, more powerful is what so many families with legacies in Chicago's back-of-the-yards community understand is the hallmark of possibility.
When I was little, I didn't even like it. I didn't like dancing. My mom, forced me to come, and it ended up being such a big part of me. I can't imagine my life without it.
Edna Sanchez grew up near 47th and Racine, in the back of the yards. Dancing in what is known as the Ballet Folklorico connected her more deeply to her heritage and to an organization that specializes in saying, "You can do it, and we'll help you do it." The Back of the Yards Neighborhood Council, or BYNC, helped Edna get funding to attend St. Ignatius College Prep High School and funding to attend DePaul University, where she is now a freshman.
I mean, I knew I wanted to go to college. It was my senior year when I was deciding, I kind of want to do something in health. I want to be a dentist.
The BYNC still lives in the neighborhood, a place born out of the rich soil of promise, with historical roots steeped in the bubbling cauldron of unrest.
Those of us who have read the book, The Jungle by Upton Sinclair, would know a little bit about the hardships and the poverty and the hard times that people suffered through in that area of the city of Chicago around the Union Stockyards.
The BYNC was born in the aftermath of the Great Depression, when two men brought the strength of their knowledge and convictions to bear on the plight of people in this community who needed to fight for basic human needs to be met and to not be forgotten. Joseph Megan, superintendent of Davis Square Park, and the ever-colorful, determined professional organizer, Saul Alinsky.
The model that Joe and Sal put together was community, business, and government, but letting the community decide what their destiny is.
This was the Ellis Island of the Midwest, of Chicago. People came here to the stockyards, to the back of the yards community, because the stockyards had work. And people could find work, and they could do things for their families that they couldn't do back home. Well, the community was made up of several different ethnicities. When the ethnicities changed, so did the needs of the community change. We've evolved to address some of those things. We have to help people that have no other place to turn for help, and that's what our organization does.
Most of the people who work for the BYNC are from the community, so their ties, their hope, their encouragement has a very personal touch. And they do this work in an area where it isn't easy to do.
Our kids in this community have to overcome three tremendous hurdles. Number one, most of them qualify for free lunch. Number two, most of our kids speak English as a second language. They're at a disadvantage when they start kindergarten and first grade. And last but not least, they have to deal with the violence in this community.
Through the Ballet Folklorico and after-school programs that help to keep kids from the dangers of the street, the BYNC serves almost 1,000 children. The organization also provides other community-based help, like the senior bus shuttle and home repair. It also has the often difficult task of industrial retention.
We're the community organization that's responsible for attracting new business to 47th Street, to the Stockyards Industrial Park, to Archer Avenue, to 51st Street, to Western. And that's a difficult charge in this economy.
One that requires support from companies, especially local ones like ComEd, that understand the necessity of powering lives.
It's certainly about keeping the lights on. That is job one, and we understand that. But it really goes much deeper, and our people know that. They know how connected we are to the community. We have people in our company that serve on over 90 community and civic boards. Our employees devoted over 15,000 hours to community and volunteer service last year. They do that freely.
And so does Edna, who returns as often as she can to the BYNC offices to help out.
When I come here in the afternoon and I see the little kids, I see myself, the little kids that are coming out of tutoring. I was there once.
And she knows that important people are watching her and are invested in her progress.
I have two younger brothers, one's 13 and one's 7. When they dropped me off my first day at college, my youngest brother started crying and it broke my heart. And my 13-year-old brother, he's very enthusiastic about science. Whenever I'm like, this is so hard, and I keep thinking about how motivated he is to, work on his projects, and I get motivated. He motivates me.
Life is to give, and the BYNC has been doing so for 75 years, knitting the fabric of past to present, the fight for people's right to set their sights on new heights, for children to be open to positive new chapters, for a community to be larger, more beautiful, more powerful.
People come here because they want a better life. They're willing to work for it. They bring their set of values with them. And that's the core of this community. Not the violence that we're painted with and not the imagery you see in the media too often. This is a community of hope. This is a community where people come to make a better life for themselves. And I think that's worth investing in any day of the week.